Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup features the Seattle Pilots versus the California Angels at Anaheim Stadium. On the mound for the Pilots today is Marty Pattin, whose record is 1-2 with a 5.19 ERA. And pitching for the California Angels today is George Brunet, whose record is 1-1 with a 3.91 ERA. And so we won a game yesterday in the most boring way possible. It was a walk-off walk in the bottom of the 10th inning. And we have to feel pretty lucky to win that ball game. We did not play well until late in the ball game, and we were walked 9 times by A's pitchers. It almost felt like they were doing everything they could to give us the win, and we managed to walk it. So anyway, we can get a victory. It broke our 4-game losing streak, and then we had an off day, as you can see here, which was our travel day to sunny Southern California, where we're going to play the California Angels today. So let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel, please. There's Marty Pattin. He is our number 5 pitcher in our rotation. Had a rough go of it in his last start. He's now 1-2. All of the bullpen is available today because of the day off. Here's our starting lineup against the left-hander, George Brunet. It's a little bit different today. We're going to give Tommy Agee the day off. So Wayne Comer will be our leadoff guy, and Danny Walton will play in left field. Okay, and then, Ray Oyler, why not? We're going to give him another shot to play shortstop today. And he had that home run in his last game, so he's earned another shot in the field. Let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for the Seattle Pilots. Batting leadoff and playing center field is Wayne Comer. Batting second and left field is Danny Walton. Batting third at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting cleanup in right field is Tommy Harper. Batting fifth and catching is Jerry McNertney. Batting sixth at first base is Mike Hegan. Batting seventh at playing second base is Fred Stanley. Batting eighth at shortstop is Ray Oyler. And batting ninth is the pitcher Marty Pattin. Let's take a look at George Brunet. Did a deep dive on this guy. A very interesting character and maybe even a Hall of Fame career. He did pitch for California in 1969. He went 6-7 with a 3.84 ERA in real life. And then the Seattle Pilots bought him, and he finished the rest of the year going 2-5 with a 5.37 ERA. He ended up pitching until 1971 in the majors, and then he never pitched in the majors again, but he pitched for 13 more years in the Mexican League professional baseball league. He played in professional baseball from 1953 to 1985, which is a record. And when he officially stopped playing professional baseball, including his time in the Mexican League, when he officially retired in 1985 from all professional baseball, he did finish with the most strikeouts in Major League Baseball history, which was 3,551 strikeouts total. In the minor leagues, before he was called up for the Kansas City A's, at one point his batters went 52 1/3 consecutive shutout innings, not scoring a run for him, which was a record at the time in minor league baseball. So, he had a very long career. He actually stayed in Mexico and passed away from a heart attack in 1991. So 6 years after he stopped pitching in the Mexican League. So, as you can see here, he's making his 5th start of the season, 1-1 with a 3.91 ERA. More walks than strikeouts. Opponents are batting .259 against him. His fastball tops out at 91 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is right around 40%. His fastball is his best pitch. It's rated an 82. Overall rated an 80. The 33-year-old lefty goes to free agency in 1972. Okay, let's take a look at the Angels' defense. They are below average at second base and third base, and their catcher is Randy Brown with an 88 arm, so not somebody we want to run against. Okay, here we go. Wayne Comer, first time leading off this year. As I mentioned, we gave him the center field everyday duty as he pops it up to Parker at second base for out number 1. That will bring up Danny Walton getting his first start of the year. He's been really good as a pinch hitter for us, batting .273. Here he strikes out for out number 2. And that will leave it up to Rich Rollins to get something going here. And he hits a comebacker to Brunet, who tosses him out at first. So we go to the bottom of the first inning, no score. Here's the California Angels lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in center field is Tom Silverio. Batting second in right field is Jay Johnstone. Batting third at first base is Bob Chance. Batting cleanup in left field is Rick Reichardt. Batting fifth at second base is Billy Parker. Batting sixth and catching is Randy Brown. Batting seventh at third base is Johnny Werhas. Batting eighth and playing shortstop is Ruben Amaro. And batting ninth is the pitcher, George Brunet. Let's take a look at Marty Pattin. He's making his 4th start of the season, 1-2 with that 5.19 ERA. Doesn't walk many, so that already endears him to me. Only 11 strikeouts in 17 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are batting .257 against him. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. I'm sorry, yeah, that's correct. His four-seam fastball is rated an 84. Overall rated an 81. The 26-year-old righty goes to arbitration at the end of 1970. Let's take a look at our defense. It's going to be a little weird today with Danny Walton out there in left field. Kind of a liability. Also, our second baseman today is Stanley, who is subpar, and we know that Harper out there in right is not good. So this is not our best defensive alignment possible, but we're going to mix it up a little bit today, as we are playing the Angels, who are 4-14. So maybe we can run into a few today. Here's Tom Silverio leading off. Silverio batting .273, no home runs, pops it up on the infield. And it looks like the catcher is going to make the play. Good job by McNertney, 1 down. Next man up is Jay Johnstone, 0-1 count, and he pops it up on the infield, where our second baseman Stanley makes the catch. 2 quick outs for Pattin. That'll leave it up to Bob Chance. You don't ever want to leave it up to Chance, as our shortstop Oyler makes the play. So the first inning in the books. We go to the top of the second. No score. Tommy Harper in the cleanup spot today. Leads off the inning. He has 4 home runs. A ground ball to third, and Werhas makes the play. 1 down for our catcher, McNertney. I think we're going to let Velasquez catch tomorrow's ball game, as McNertney got off to a hot start, kind of quieted down. His average now dipping below 300 with that line out to right. 2 outs. Here's Mike Hegan, lefty on lefty action here. And he strikes out. So both teams quiet offensively. We go to the bottom of the second. Here is Rich Reichardt leading off. It's Reichardt, Parker, and Brown. Reichardt, high fly ball into the corner in left field. Good play there by Danny Walton. 1 out. Here's the second baseman, Billy Parker. Parker gets sawed off, popping it straight up at home plate. This is a 50-50 proposition. The play made by our third baseman, Rollins. When I see them go that high, I'm like, somebody's going to drop it. It's just my natural instinct at this point. There's Randy Brown, the catcher. The rookie gets a base hit to left, and that's the first base runner today as number 7 hitter Johnny Werhas steps up. You're looking at all of these ratings for these players, and they're not very good. Keep in mind, the Angels were a expansion team just 7 years earlier, so they're still trying to establish a regular roster. We go to the top of the third inning. No score. Fred Stanley leading off. Stanley really struggling lately as he belts it into left center field. It gets down for a double. There we go. Maybe Stanley getting off the schneid. That is Stanley's first double of the season. First extra base hit in 51 at-bats. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. But we'll take the leadoff double. Ray Oyler. Oh, man, he just had a home run. We're going to sacrifice bunt him over. I know this seems ridiculous with the pitcher up next, but maybe we'll catch him off guard. Maybe he'll get a base hit. There's a ground ball to third. That'll get Stanley to third base. And they're going to pull the infield in, as they should. Marty Pattin hitless this season. 0 for 4. Can Pattin get the ball to the outfield? How about his own cause? 1-2 count, and he pops it up on the infield near home plate. And there's out number 2. It's going to leave it up to Wayne Comer to drive in Stanley. We're playing small ball here. He rips it to left. Unfortunately, it's right at Reichardt for out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the third inning. Here is Ruben Amaro, senior, in fact. His son, of course, played for the Phillies. Amaro strikes out and then was a executive with the Phillies for a while. I believe he's now associated with the Angels front office. I could be wrong, but I believe that's true. And that's all that matters, if I believe it's true. Okay, ground ball by the pitcher, Brunet. Out number 2. 2 quick outs for Pattin, pitching pretty well, and he strikes out Silverio to go to the top of the 4th. So both teams scoreless with 1 hit through 3. Danny Walton leading off, struck out the first time up. Made that good play in the left field corner. There's a pop-up to second. This team, despite all the righties that we have to choose from, really seem to struggle versus left-handers. Rollins sends it to center for out number 2. And Tommy Harper, his average down to 284, strikes out swinging. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Pattin looking pretty good, 34 pitches, no walks, 2 Ks so far. And Johnstone leading off. Johnstone gets some good wood. It's going to fall well short of the warning track. Center fielder Comer making the play, 1 down. Next man up is Bob Chance. He's got 82 rated power, so above average. Manages to hit it 288 feet for out number 2. And Reichardt up next. Fly ball to right. So all three fly balls to the outfield. That one dies right at the warning track. That was the best hit of the three. We go to the top of the fifth. Game is moving along. Here is a McNertney, 0 for 1 today. A ground ball almost snuck through the shortstop as Amaro making a good play. Solid range from Amaro. Hegan strikes out. He may be leading the American League in Ks now. He's got 27 strikeouts in 19 games. That's going to bring up Stanley, the only player with a hit today. He's got a double. And a ground ball to Amaro. And that'll do it. Dueling shutouts. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Billy Parker leading off. Leading the team with a .280 batting average. And Parker strikes out. Third K for Pattin. Here's the rookie, Randy Brown. You see, no photograph. I could not find he did not have a Major League Baseball card. I tried to find something to represent him, but there was nothing out there. So if anybody out there could find me a card, I'll add it. And another base hit for Brown. So he's 2 for 2 today. The only 2 hits for the Angels. One down, runner on first. Decent speed for a catcher. Here's Johnny Werhas. Oh, crap. Wide drive. Laser home run. 414 feet. That is Werhas' first home run of the season. He's got 76 power, and he absolutely clubbed it. I guess when you throw nothing but 4 seamers in the same general area, he's going to hone in on that. So Marty Pattin, not a great job there. It's 2-0 Angels. Here's Ruben Amaro. Ground ball up the middle. Stanley makes the play for out number 2. And the pitcher, Brunet, 0 for 8 on the year, and he strikes out to end the inning. So the Angels do get on the board. It is 2-0. Ray Oyler will lead off. Oyler, that's a sharply hit ball to short, and an error by the shortstop Amaro. And we've got the leadoff guy on with the pitcher up. Do we pitch hit here? It seems a little bit early, and it's not like Pattin is pitching poorly. That's hard to say. We are going to sacrifice bunt. We can try to get a run back here. It's not like we're tearing the cover off the ball either. Oh, Pattin pops it up for out number 1, so that's a bummer. We could have just pinch hit there. Okay, Wayne Comer, runner on first, and a ground ball to first. So it's not going to happen today. Oh, another error! Oh, God, okay. Comer, safe on the error by the first baseman, Chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Danny Walton, first and second. I was thinking this was going to go the other direction with that pop-up, but now Walton strikes out. All right, there's no way to predict what's happening this inning. There's 2 down. See what Rollins does. And a ground ball to second, and that's it. So we are being one hit, despite them giving us every opportunity to score runs. So it's just not going to happen for us today. We'll give Pattin one more inning. He deserves it at this point. As Silverio lines out to left. He's 0 for 3 today. As is Jay Johnstone. He's hitless anyway, 0 for 2. There's a ground ball to third. Rollins tosses him out for out number 2. And Bob Chance strikes out swinging. 5 Ks for Pattin through 6. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's Tommy Harper leading off Brunet at 59 pitches. So he's been very efficient today. Neither pitcher's walked anybody. I like that as Harper pops out. Here is McNertney There's a bait. Oh, no, it slows down. The infield grass must be like 5 inches tall. That ball looked like it was getting through, but it died on the infield. Out number 2. And a comebacker. Oh, man, this is brutal. And there's error number 3 on the Angels infield. This time the pitcher couldn't pick it up. So Hegan on first. Fred Stanley at the plate. And a ground ball to short. That'll do it. We're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. I think we let Pattin throw another inning here. He has been effective, but he's the second man up next inning. So there's no point in pinch bringing another pitcher, because we'll just have to pinch hit anyway. So let's see if Pattin can get it done. Reichardt, 85 power. He's got the best power on the team. Pops it up into shallow center field. I take that back. It looks like Billy Parker, a second baseman, has slightly higher rating. That doesn't seem right. There's a pop up into foul ground on the third base side. The shortstop makes a running catch. Oyler goes a long way to make that catch. 2 down for Randy Brown, who's got 2 of the 3 hits. 3 for 3 for Randy Brown. That is a tough out. Runner on first. Here's Johnny Werhas. He had the 2-run home run. There's a ground ball to second and out number 3. We're going to the 8th inning. We're only down 2 runs, but we have shown no signs of life today. Ray Oyler flies out to center field. So we're going to bring in a pinch hitter. I guess we're going to bring in Tommy Agee off the bench. Well, this is his day of rest. I mean, I never like to pinch hit people on their day of rest. So I guess it's going to be Gordy Lund. El Gordo. The Gordita. And he walks. Okay, we'll take it. We will take it. So that is the first free pass today by either team. Let's hit a run. Let's get this base runner moving here. Stay out of the double play. And a fly ball to center field, so the hit and run is not helpful. And that'll leave it up to Danny Walton to be a hero. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, so his first start has been pretty poor. And a ground ball to third. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. So let's go ahead and get another pitcher in here. I guess Jack Acker, only because he's a right-hander with the least amount of innings pitched. So Jack Acker, he's already pitched 10 games, so we can look at his log. And yeah, he's given up runs in 4 out of the 10 games. He's got 4 walks, 7 Ks. Not been very good. He doesn't throw hard. He doesn't have a fastball. This is the bottom of the lineup, though. It's 8, 9, and 1, so I think we're okay bringing him in here. Full count, and he walks Amaro. Leadoff man is on. Here's the pitcher. We are going to bring the corners in. I'm sure they want to get an insurance run, so he's got to be laying down a bunt, right? Yeah, there we go. So ground ball, bunt to our third baseman, and we do get the force at second. So that'll leave the slow of foot Brunet on first. Here is Tom Silverio. I believe he is hitless today, right? Yeah, he's over 3 with a strikeout. Tom Silverio, lefty. Popping it up to third. Rollins makes the catch. 2 down for Jay Johnstone. We're going to guard the lines here. Keep Brunet scoring from first. I think his speed, his own feet would probably do that. And a line drive base hit past the shortstop Oyler into left field. Brunet does hold at second. That'll bring up Bob Chance. He's batting .264. Versus righties, he's got a .509 slugging percentage. And a base hit. Brunet will score. And it's 3-0. Here's Rick Reichardt. Line drive to left. And he falls in for a hit. 4-0. And there's another hit. 5-0. Unbelievable. I mean, it's not really unbelievable. In fact, it's incredibly predictable. We're losing to a 4-14 team. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's get it over with. Rollins flies out to right. Harper strikes out. What a game for Brunet. 7 Ks. A complete game, one-hit shutout. We never had a chance today, despite them giving us 3 errors. And it's another shutout. But the good news is it's the first shutout of the week. So we got, only one more game this week. We had what? 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 5 shutouts the previous week. So the shutout percentages died down a little bit. Let's take a look at the standings. 2 games back now of Oaktown. Yankees 2 games up over Baltimore. Let's take a look at the headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Reggie Jackson knocks in 4 runs. He did get a home run, so that's his second homer of the year, I believe. And Rick Monday had a case of the Mondays. He went 2 for 5. And then there's George Brunet throwing the 5-hit shutout, or the 1-hit 5-0 shutout. Transactions. Mike Nagy of the Red Sox is going to miss 2 weeks with a broken wrist. He's a rookie starter, and he has not been good. And then Scipio Spinks will miss 3 weeks. He was in the minor leagues anyway, so no big deal. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Let's see, who's the player of the game? I mean, nobody did nothing. Actually, I think Marty Pattin pitched pretty well. We're going to give it to Marty Pattin. I mean, Fred Stanley got the only hit, and it was a double. But we're going to give it to Marty Pattin. He went 7 innings. He didn't walk anybody. And he really only had 1 bad pitch. That was the home run to Werhas, who had a below average rating for power. So it doesn't make any sense, but it happened. So Marty Pattin is our player of the game. We're going to come back tomorrow with game 2 of the 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.